Hey guys, AD here, and I'm here with Andrew, or as you may know him from my crew, Drew Dex.
Yep.
He's going to do a Yu-Gi-Oh profile, which is something new on my channel, of his... Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to tell you. I'm going to let him tell you. Yeah. So what do you got?
I got some Lunalights, some Midnight Furries.
Midnight Furries. All right. That's the title. Midnight Furries.
Yeah.
All right.
Riley in disguise.
All right. You want to tell us what you got?
All right. So this is a really fun, casual budget deck called Lunalights. It focuses very much on stemming the war with fusions, OTKing, and Leo Dancer is just a really hard card for a lot of the competitive decks right now to get over because it can't be targeted or destroyed by anything, and it's a big 3,500 body. So yeah, she thick AF. So starting off here, we have the free Kaleido Chick. This just came out in, what's the newest set? That just...
Circuit Break.
Yeah, Circuit Break, thank you. We've been waiting for this card for a long time. It's an OCG import. Basically, you summon it. Anytime you summon it, you can send a Lunalight monster from main deck or extra deck to grave, and then it copies the name of that monster when you fusion summon. So it basically acts as like a Foolish Burial and a fusion tag for this deck. So one of the plays you typically do is you send Panther Dancer, and then you can then use this as Panther Dancer to be able to more easily make your big boss monster Leo Dancer. Then if it's sent to graveyard by a card effect, you can add back a polymerization from your grave to your hand. And probably one of the best effects, especially when you're going for the game that turn, is if it's banished by any means, it prevents your opponent from activating any cards or effects during the battle phase. So that just makes sure that you can go in for the OTK without having to worry about like hand traps, mirror forces, graveyard effects, things like that.
So basically, Kaleido Chick is Elemental Hero Prisma,
yeah,
in a sense?
Elemental Hero, Stratos, Prisma, just everything for the deck.
Well, Stratos didn't take over a name of an Elemental Hero.
No. Free Black Sheep, you ditch this to search for polymerization. You can also ditch it to add back a Lunalight monster from grave to hand. And then if it's sent to the graveyard as a fusion material for a fusion summon, you can add back one of your Lunalight monsters from grave back to hand. So that actually combos off really well with Kaleido Chick. If you send both of these to the graveyard for a fusion summon, Kaleido Chick will add back the polymerization, and then Black Sheep can add you back to Kaleido Chick. So that's kind of a neat little combo you can do there. Then we play one of each of the other Lunalights, the one blue cat, one crimson fox, one purple butterfly, and the one white rabbit. Blue cat. If it is special summoned by any means, you can target one of your Lunalights you control, double its original attack until the end of the turn. So that allows you to make your big daddy or big mama, Leo Dancer, 7,000 attack, and it can attack twice. So that's game whenever you can pull that off.
We're just going to say it's Big Daddy Dancer.
Yeah, Big Daddy Dancer. Crimson Fox, another new one we just got. What is it? If it's sent to graveyard by card effect, you can make a monster your opponent's control attack becomes 0 to the end of turn. And then it has like a Return of the Dragon Lords effect. You can banish it from the graveyard to protect one of your Lunalights from being targeted by a card effect, so that's kind of neat. Purple Butterfly is one of my favorites, actually. You can either send it from hand or field to graveyard to give one of your Lunalights an extra 1,000 attack until the end of the turn. But its better effect is that you can banish it from the graveyard to special summon a Lunalight monster from your hand. So you're usually going to use that in tandem with Kaleido Chick, or you can use it in tandem with Blue Cat to get its special summon effect to double one of your Lunalight's attack points. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then White Rabbit, if it's normal summoned, you can special out a Lunalight monster from grave in defense position, and then its better effect is once per turn, you can target back row your opponent controls up to the number of other Lunalight monsters you control, and then bounce those back to hand. So it's like a giant true nade in a way. So that's all the Lunalight monsters, or the Dark Lunalight monsters, I should say.
I was going to say, you're missing a few.
Yeah, for the pendulums, we have the 3 Wolf and the 2 Tiger. Wolf's probably the best card in the deck other than Kaleido Chick. When it's in scale, you basically use it as a Miracle Fusion. You can banish Lunalight monsters from your field or graveyard to fusion summon a Lunalight from your extra deck once per turn. Then Tiger, once per turn, you can special summon back a Lunalight monster from your graveyard when it's in scale. And then if it ever gets destroyed, you can actually also bring back a Lunalight from graveyard. So it's like a monster reborn for Lunalights. So, and they have a scale 1 and a scale 5 to where you can occasionally pendulum summon.
But do you pendulum summon?
Not much, no. The only time I ever really pendulum summon is if I have these both in scale and I have like a blue cat in hand that I want to special summon out, but that's really the only time it ever comes up. Or if I have like an extra Kaleido Chick in hand.
Gotcha.
For the non-Lunalight monsters, we have the 2 Summoner Monk. With this, you can discard a spell to special out the Kaleido Chick from deck, and then get its effect off, and potentially make a rank 4 or make a link play, so that's kind of cool. And it's a Dark for Allure Darkness, so that's neat too.
Yeah.
And since I'm, not scrub trash, I do play hand traps.
Scrub trash, plays hand traps.
Yeah. I did have this theory with Cubics where every hand trap other than Max Cecil was for pussies, but I have retracted that theory because hand traps are just too good right now.
Well, I just got demonetized on this video before I even put it up.
Whoops. 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Ghost Ogre, and 1 Max C. The best deck in the meta right now, Spirals. You literally need a hand trap to stop their plays, or else they'll just make an unbreakable board against you. So I feel like in almost any deck you're playing, if you think you're going to go against Spirals, you have to play, at least some kind of hand traps.
Or if there's a chance that you don't win the dice roll, you want to have some hand traps,
right,
and you have to go second.
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't mind going second with this deck as long as I don't have to go against like an unbreakable board.
Like Spirals.
Yeah. So that's the monsters. Spells, free Perfume. Monster Reborn on field. Activate it. Bring back Lunalight from graveyard. It's graveyard effect. You can banish it and discard a card to add any Lunalight from deck to hand. That's typically going to be Wolf if you don't have it, or a Kaleido Chick. And neither of those effects are once per turn, so you can actually pull that off multiple times and just get everything you need to go for the kill.
Whoop.
Whoopsies. Come on, card. Next, since all the Lunalights are Beast Warriors, the free Tenki, if you don't have Kaleido Chick, you usually search out Kaleido Chick, or you can search out Black Sheep if you need to get a Poly, or just a Lunalight in graveyard in general. Only 2 Foolish Burial Goods. You definitely can play 3 if you want to, but it is only once per turn, so I don't want to really clog with multiples. And the only target I have that I want to send to graveyard is the Perfume, so I feel like 2 is enough for me.
Yeah, we were just talking about that before the video.
And then only 2 Poly. Since you can so easily search Lunalight Wolf now, and Wolf is one of your main plays, you really don't need Poly that much. It's nice to have when you don't have the resources to set up your grave, but mostly you play the Polys as like a search target off a Black Sheep, and a lot of times it gets discarded for Summoner Monk's effect or for the Perfume's effect. So yeah, just a 2 Poly. Since we play a total of 12 dark targets, I do play the 3 Allure of Darkness, just good draw power. There's really not a Lunalight in this deck that I don't mind banishing. It's even kind of nice when you can banish Kaleido Chick and get its effect off when it's banished. So
yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah,
you run a lot of dark targets, so it's not like you're gonna run into it and then have to ditch your whole hand.
Yeah, most of the time. But this is a luck-based game sometimes. So 2 Bot Desires, Pot of Egg. You have to play it in this kind of deck. And then the 1-up Star Goblin for added consistency.
And just salt tears when you give them 1,000 and OTK anyway.
Yeah, that's the best. So that's the 40-card main deck. For the extra, we have, for the Lunalight Fusions, the free Cat Dancer, the 2 Panther Dancer, and the 2 Leo Dancer. Cat Dancer is your easiest to make, only requires 2 Lunalight monsters. Can't be destroyed by battle, which means it can actually be kind of hard for some decks to get over. Panther Dancer requires a Cat Dancer plus another Lunalight. This sometimes can go for OTKs if you have a double with attack from Blue Cat. But yeah, it's mostly here as your gateway to the boss monster, Leo Dancer, which requires a Panther Dancer and 2 other Lunalight monsters, which with Kaleido Chick being out, it's a lot easier to make than you think. As I say, it can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects, can attack twice, and then if it does attack, you can destroy all special summon monsters your opponent controls. So this is your main, like, just board wipe, OTK maker,
Big Daddy,
playmaker, Big Daddy, Mama, Dancer. Yeah. And then for our other fusion, the 1 Starving Venom only requires 2 darks, which means you can use Summoner Monk to make it, which is kind of cool. And this potentially can go for some big damage and OTKs as well with its effects, so that's pretty good.
Finally find a reason to use Starving Venom.
Yep. For links, we have the 1 Axe Magician. Requires 2 monsters of the same type. You have a lot of Beast Warriors in here, so that's pretty easy to make. Actually goes along really well with the Kaijus in the side, because you can use this effect to bounce monsters that this card points to. So you can bounce back your own Kaiju to be able to use again. So that's kind of neat. And the 1 Deco Talker. There's a lot of times where you can spam free Kaleido Chicks on board, use those 3 to make Deco Talker, and then banish the free Kaleido Chicks or whatever else Lunalights you have in graveyard to make your Leo Dancer, so that's kind of neat. For rank 4s, we have Castel, Utopia package of Utopian Lightning, Number 41, Baguska, the very tired.
Terribly tired tapir.
Yeah, terribly tired tapir. I guess that's an actual animal or something.
It's kind of a god monster right now too.
Yeah,
because while it's in defense, everybody's negated.
Yeah, it's really good. Granted, this does kill this deck if you have it played against you. But if you are forced to go first and you have multiple Kaleido Chicks on board, or a Monk and a Kaleido Chick, you can just sit on this for a couple turns and just be good to go until you have the resources to OTK.
Exactly.
And then the 1 Tornado Dragon to just blow away some back row.
Twin Twister, basically.
Wrap it up with the side. We have the free Denko Rekka because this deck hates back row.
I don't want change.
The free Droll and Lockbird, the side in against like Spirals, Pendulum Editions, just anything that searches.
Kind of a staple right now.
Yeah, you could main it if you want to, but I don't really have the room. And at a local environment, I'd say it's better on the side.
Yeah, if you went to like a regional or something with a whole bunch of Spirals, you probably want to main it.
Yeah, definitely. For Kaijus, we had the 1 Gamma Seal, the 1 Homunculus, the 1 Jizukiru, and the 1 Slumber, just for board wipes. And then the 1 Dark Hole and 1 Regeki to go with it, just in case you're going second and you need to get over an unbreakable board like Spirals have.
Standard board wipes.
Yep.
Minus Sphere Mode.
And then finally, for more back row hate, the triple Twin Twisters. I just really didn't have room in the main for it. I wanted to have maximum consistency and maximum stun power with the hand traps. But it is kind of neat in this deck because you can discard things like Lunalight Perfume, and then it gets Graveyard Effect, or you can discard a Lunalight that you want to have engraved to revive back, so that's kind of neat. But that is it for the deck profile.
All right, now, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you on the YouTubes?
So my YouTube name is Drew Decks. I'm a YouTube channel. Been doing this for about a couple years casually, on top of like college and work. Do a bunch of deck profiles, some duel videos, some discussions here and there. I like to post a bunch of different deck profiles since I'm a rogue player at heart that likes to play a bunch of different decks and test out a bunch of different decks. So feel free to check me out if you do like your Yu-Gi-Oh! And like some different spice with your
his link will be in the description, and you can also find him on the homepage under My Crew. So if you want to find Drew Decks, you can just click on the link or find him on the homepage.
Awesome.
But before we go, I want to make sure everybody knows this man has topped regionals recently.
Top
what
4.
place did you get?
Third place.
Third place?
The South Park, Pennsylvania Regional. It was about a month ago with Trickstar Wind Witches. So if you do want to see the profile of that at some point, be sure to give this video a like.
Yeah, if you want more profiles, give us all a like and comment what you think about the Lunalights, and let us know what you think.
Midnight Furries.
Midnight Furries, as we like to call it.
Yeah.
So leave a like, and when it comes to ads, don't skip it, just click it.
Yeah.